evening, January 3rd, and it's time to do some art. Can you believe it's 2021 already? 2021 already. Wow. Oh, wow. I thought Penelope ran away, but I found her. She was just resting. And yes, I'm going to light my candle for 3 more days. I'll be careful. Let's put it over here. Squirt. Let's put my lighter away and welcome folks in. Welcome to my art desk. Hi, Christy MV. Welcome. Hi, Mina. Hi, Kimberly Ray and Patty O. Welcome, ladies. Press and hold to select a playlist. Okay. Hi, Norma. Welcome. Oh, I have some Happy Mail to open. Let me run and get my Happy Mail. It's just over by my recliner. I thought it was all ready, but yeah, I got Happy Mail. I have some Happy Mail. Okay. Hi, Candy. Hi, Susan. Hi, Gail and Branson. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Well, one of my goals for this year is to do a sketch a day, and I'm keeping up with myself for the first 2 days. Let me tear these Sprocket pages out. I had some other things, and I decided to use this as my calendar, my sketch a day. This is mixed media paper. Oh, okay. Maybe, I don't know what I did with all my walnut ink. I put it someplace safe. Isn't that something? I have several jars of walnut ink that I've been using and I can't find it. Weird. I want to go out to Unsplash and grab a picture. And we're going to sketch while I'm waiting for folks to come in. So I hope you've all had a good weekend. I have to tell you, I've been doing a lot of resting. Here I'm at Janet Young's prompts. I want a new one here. Unsplash. Let's get rid of some of these. Do, 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 do. I think I have 60 of them out there. A lot of random orgs. Well, let's go to one now. Let's go to a new one, and I want to go to Unsplash. So I hope that you've all had a really good weekend so far. Unsplash.com. Looks like they got an app. I should pull it down. And I want to go to people because I'm sketching people. Come on. I want to go to people. A lot of these at the beginning I've already looked at and decided I didn't want. Let me pick out one that inspires me. maybe this lady. Whoops, what happened to her? Here she is. Ooh, we got some related ones here. I kind of like this one. So we're going to download it. Download, unsplash, say thanks. I'm not connected to those places, so I can't do that. And let's go to this one. Well, actually, I could pick one of these that I already have. But I'm going to do her because I downloaded her. And we're going to... Come on. Put it out on my drive. I've been putting my pictures out in my dog folder. Save to drive. I'll have to move them. Dogs. Select. Save. Boy, that's a lot of work. Can we get rid of that? Can get rid of that. And over here, go to my drive. Everybody will be in here by the time I get to my picture. Cats, cats, dogs. Where did I put her? Here. Julie. Julie Kosolapova is the photographer for this. She's a very pretty lady. All right, let's go back out to chat and welcome more folks in. I'm just going to do a quick sketch. Hi, Janet. Hi, Cheryl. Susan is here. Popo and Laura. Hi, Ann. Welcome, everybody. Cheryl. Kathy Arbor. Hi, Kathy Arbor. Angie says, Mary, I'm so tired that I'm going to have to go to bed. I understand, Angie. You just go to bed. I get it. It's been a long day, she says. Good night, ladies. Good night, Angie. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Kathy Arbor says, hi, Mary and everyone. Cheryl says, hi. Hi, Terriel. Let's see. Donna Betts is here. Hi, Donna. Welcome, Arlene. Hi, Arlene. And Branson and Cheryl and Sherry Van. Hi, Sherry. All right, Mina. Hi, Mina and Patio. Okay. So, I just want to do a really quick sketch because I'm trying to do a sketch a day. And this these two I just did in ink with an ink pen, just with a regular pen. And I think I'll do the same here if I can get to one fast. Just a Dollar General pen. And I'm just going to do fast sketching. That's all. I'm doing them on mixed media paper, but I might have to come in here and mend this paper. I'm not sure what's going on with this paper. It likes to tear. All right, let's expand this, and I'm just going to do quick sketches here. She's wearing a cap. Like a, I don't know what kind of a cap you would call this. It's a cap, like a policeman's cap. And sometimes I do this just to get my juices flowing. And then her forehead, the cap, this is the brim of it, and it's got a, well, visor, I guess you could call it, here. And you guys aren't going to see until I zoom in, are you? Let me zoom in just a teeny bit. Well, you can kind of see. There we go. Hi, Susan and Cheryl and Janet and Becky. Ann says, welcome to everybody who's coming in. I'm going to try to keep up with my sketch a days this year. It's kind of, I kind of quit doing that, and I can tell it. And then I'm just going to put some shading, and this cap kind of has, you know, kind of folds in it like that. And then it's got a band, a black band, and a button. And this is the visor. Actually, the visor comes out a little bit more. And her face comes underneath of the visor. And she's got hair coming down this way and hair coming out underneath of the cap. And she's got real long hair coming out here. And I'm just gonna... And her ear, her hair comes this way too, over her neck. Like this, and her ear comes right in here, and then she's got hair coming down that way, and then her eyebrow is falling in here, and then an eye, and this is sketchy sketch. When you sketch kind of rather than draw, well, I guess either way, but generally, I do a lot of repetitive lines, like I'll go da 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 da, you know. That sometimes when you draw, you know exactly where you're going, and you're. I wouldn't say that's a formal definition, but I would say that when you sketch, your lines are sketchy. They're kind of repetitive. Now, you could call this a drawing, and you would certainly be right. But this is nothing that I know exactly where I'm going. I'm kind of trying to feel my way on the page, if that's a good way to say it. Feel my way about where everything is here. Now, she's got more hair coming out over on the side over here. And I never do good with side lips either. They always look fakey to me. And then her chin comes in here like that. So she's got a fat chin, but her chin isn't all that skinny in the picture either, though. All right, I'm not exactly happy with it, but you know, you just gotta practice. And then she's got hair coming all down here. She's got long, beautiful, long curly hair, and it's all dark. And then it looks like she's got a dark coat on. Along with her dark cap in here. And I think I can bring that visor down a little bit more. Yeah. And she's got a pretty cheeky bone here. Let me get out a soft brush. Maybe this one. Let's see how this, yeah. See, this is not permanent ink, so you can give your paper some tonal value if you want, which I obviously did. Let's give this cap some more color in here. And then her face has got real light shading on here. And well, Okay, then. That's the way it's going to be. It's not where I was going, but I'm kind of liking it now. Let's put some more. Her eye got really dark. There we go. Let's put some more ink in here. Darken this a little more. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm happy with it. That's just my sketch for today. I'm going to sign this. January 3rd, 2021. And reference photo is from Unsplash. There we go. I'm pretty happy with it overall. Maybe a little bit more dark right in there. Okay, put it down there. Stop. Okay. As you say. I'm just going to set this aside. I'm going to call that my sketch for today. Let's go back out, and I don't need this anymore. Let's go back out and look at chat. Candy is here. Hottie Popo, Branson, Cheryl. Hi, Aunt Beck. Aw, thank you, Becky. You got a new doctor, Becky? I need to hurry as we will lose benefits in March. Becky is, you need to find a new doctor down there. Gesture drawing, Kathy says. Yeah. When I think of gesture drawing, I think of full figures. I guess you could have gesture hand drawing. Angie says she's off now. Angie said she had to go to the funeral home today for a friend who is her great-nephew's great-uncle. He was 52 and he died from a heart attack. Oh, I'm so sorry, Angie. I'm so sorry. And Janet says, Becky, can I come over and play with you? I want to have a play date, Becky. And Janet says, oh, Becky says she feels like cooking tonight. Hi, Letitia. Letitia is heavenly gifted today. She's going to be in our Friday night stream, which I have the schedule, but I don't have it posted yet. I'll try to get that done. Our next top will be Friday night. This Friday night. Today's the 3rd. It will be the 8th. Yeah, yay. Cheryl says hello. Janet says hello. Popo says hello. Angie went to bed. Anne says, Mary. Yes, I did, Anne. You guys were not exaggerating. Anne is asking me if I checked how close my napkin got to this candle flame the second time. Oh, dearie me. I just laughed when I saw, well, I didn't laugh. I'm going, well, Mary, that was pretty dangerous. But you know what? It just teaches me to be careful. I'm not going to give up burning my candles just because of a little oopsie. If it would have burned down the house, that would be another story, but you were not exaggerating, Anne. I had got a kick out of Anne. She says, we're not exaggerating, Mary. All right, I'm going to open some happy mail. This is from Keisha. Keisha had her auction. I don't know if it's going on yet. I went out there this afternoon. She was selling lace. I think I bought just about every lace she had. And a couple, I go, Keisha, you forgot me. You forgot me. She goes, Mary, I didn't forget you. I think she actually did once, though. She said she got me. So, anyway, I bought some beautiful laces, and they're reasonably priced. You couldn't get them retail for that price. So this is from Keisha. Sweet gift from Angie. Is Angie still in here? Was this the same? This is from Angie Bissett. Oh, looky. Mini fresh cuts. They're seashells. Aw, thank you. Angie Bissett, thank you so much. I'm starting to collect these envelopes. Thank you so much. Aw, seashells. Starfish, and there's a button. What are these? What size are these? I don't think they're stickers. They're cutouts. They are 1.5 inches. I guess if you'd use the, you could make 2 inch out of them. If you cut them good and make little twinchies. Thank you, Keisha and Angie. Thank you very much. I'll have to put that in my journal. Now, the other Happy Mail I have is one I bought for myself from our lovely Rosemary. This is the January, I think she's calling them, I get that name mixed up, Sunchels dolls? I had to have it. I had to have it. And I'll have to go out in the dining room and get something when I show you this, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Now, she said that there's enough in here. I think this is double wrapped here. There's enough in here to do 4 dolls for the base. You can make 1 entire doll, and then there's enough base material to make 3 other dolls. And you, would one of the mods put a link into Rosemary's channel? And if you can find the video for the, and I'm calling them Sanchos, but I'm getting that wrong. I'm pretty sure there's a special doll for these, named for these dolls. This came from Rosemary. That's a darn good pickle. Let's see, they're made out of these sticks. Oh, let me open it up here. I'm going to have to go catch up with everything. I tell you, after that hop, I've been pretty lazy this weekend. I guess it opens on this side. There's some little loose screws in there. I don't want to lose them. I want to pull the order blanket out right away. I'll put that over here. Okay. So, I got a little charm here, which looks like a little dove, a little silver charm. And this looks like the cover to maybe a journal. I'll have to go out and see what she does with all of this. Some butterfly wings and some text paper. Looks like tissue paper. I'm going to move you guys for a moment. Am I zoomed in too much? Am I zoomed in too much? Now, a lot of this, you aren't going to see the doll part until we put it together. And I might just go ahead and work on this in January here, so I can actually work with her on this. This is a beautiful napkin. Very, I want to say Mexican, Spanish, related. Here's some butterfly napkin. And here we go with the... Now, is this Frida? Is that Frida there? And we got the birds. Instructions how to join the birds. And what's on the back here? Some little small detailed... I think that's Frida. I'm not totally sure because I'm not into that. I like to do different things. This looks like a jelly print from Rosemary. And here's the doll parts here. Here's the doll parts. Oh, this is nice. Oh, and here she is here. Aren't those cool? Those are the head. That's the head. Oh, those are tags. Maybe this is the head. Heads. Oh, wow. I like this one. I like her with the long hair. Wow. Very cool. I have to go catch up on Rosemary so I know a little bit about what I might be doing. And then you have the wooden pieces. These will be the frame of the doll going around. And if you ever remember seeing my dress form, that's up in Wisconsin, it almost looks like the antique skirt of a dress form. There's some smaller ones and some longer ones. And a sugar skull, a little mini composition book. That'll be fun to play in. Crocheted lacy piece. This looks like some beaded twig. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. And some fabric that's been torn into strips. And some trim. And I think all these little pieces are falling out here. Let me see if I can put my hands on a little baggie. Put those in. I think I can. At least I think I know where I put them, right in here. See, I like it when I know where to go for something. And I'm actually getting myself trained to put things in certain places so when I want something, I can go to it. I'm not there yet, but we're going to put these little pieces in here. She sent me some little tacks. I'm sure that's to attach the... And you'll have to go to Rosemary's channel to see what these dolls look like. That's part of the envelope that I cut. That is too. It's got a little wing piece. That little dove charm. A little feather charm. A little bead cap. And the bead. Looks like a little fish charm. Fishy fish. And 4 little brads. 4 teeny meeny little brads. Are they brads? Or nails? No, they're brads. I think it was Mina who sent me some little brads. So, hold the thought on this doll. Let me put her picture out here, and I'm going to go out in the living room and get what I'm going to show you here. Out in the dining room here. I've kind of collected these over the last year, these 2 pieces. look at this. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Not the Dollar Tree, at, Dollar General. It's a garden piece. It's a lantern. And if you turn off the lights, let me turn off the lights and see if that piece will show. It's, solar. Let me turn this off. Let's see if I can get it to work here. I gotta find the switch. Where's the switch? Right here. Whoops, it's probably not dark enough in here. Let's see if I can darken it again. You guys aren't gonna see anything. I can't see where the switch is. The switch is right there. Well, it will come on. It's not coming on in here for some reason because it's being filmed. But it does come on. There it goes. I was turning it the wrong way. So it's a lantern. Isn't that cool? Let me turn the lights back on here. Now let me turn it off to conserve it. There we go. That's off, right? That's on. That's off. Okay, so I thought this frame reminded me a lot of those dolls. Those dolls that Rosemary was making, and I thought how nice it would be to maybe put a Velcro piece on here. This has to see, this is the solar part here, so I'm going to have to make it so that, or maybe I'll just make a doll, something like this that'll fit on it. I could take this handle off and make a doll piece. Why don't you even have to take it off? You know, make a doll piece that will just kind of fit on it that way. I'm thinking of a toilet paper tube. Cut it in half and put it on there. And maybe put a strip of Velcro around there, cut a little strip, a thin strip, where I could just snap it on there. And then when I wanted it to get the solar, take it off and let the solar get to it. So then what I was at Walmart, I was going to make this a desk piece. See, this will fit right on there. And I could have my doll on here and have all my pins in there. But I'd have to, I was working with how to get that secure on there. You guys can't see it probably except top down. It goes like that. So I haven't, it's just something I'm playing with. But when I saw Rosemary's dolls, at first I didn't think that I would be able to do something like that until I saw this part, you know, her skirt part. And I thought, oh, that works. All right. So I bought the kit, but I have so much I want to do. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to have to go watch Rosemary's videos. Let's put everything back inside. Starting with the paper pieces. I'm still working on the little mini sewing journal. I got the Indian one. I got the apothecary one. I got the stargazer one. Why stop now? I had to get the Sancho dolls. I got Rosemary kits piled up. They are so cool though, and she does such a wonderful job with these. She does a wonderful, wonderful job with these that I feel like it's worth my time, my money. This is kind of a gift from me to me. And oh, then there's more in the pickle sack here. What's in the pickle sack? We didn't look in the pickle sack. Oh, there's this. Yeah, now see, I got something similar to this at Hobby Lobby. It's a metal ribbon. And if you go in the gardening, where they sell all the artificial flowers and everything, you can find metal ribbon like that. I got a couple rolls of something similar. And here's some metal foil. And what else else is in here? Ooh, metal bling. I have something like this too. Cool. So I'm going to put these little pieces here back in that little baggie. I keep all my little pieces in here. There we go. And then I'll put these back in here. And I think I'll put these in here. So Rosemary, thank you so much. And then today I ordered laces from Keisha. Laces and some spoons, some little plastic spoons. That's about all I got, but I got almost every lace that she was showing I bought. Because they were reasonably cheap, you know. Her most expensive ones, I think she sold for $2 a yard. And, you know, buying lace at $2 a yard is cheap. You can't buy it retail for that. Just change Frida to Penelope. Oh, yeah. Penelope looks a lot like Frida, doesn't she? Oh, that's cool. I love that, Popo. A great idea. Hi, Val. Oh, that's a wonderful idea, Susan. I love it. Let's put my pen away because I'll be wanting that the next time I sketch. I'll take a drink of my tea. Did I get anything close to the candle? Peppermint tea. Janet said, I just checked. She still has doll kits in her Etsy shop. There you go. Thank you, Janet. Penelope might get jealous. I don't know. Penelope's, well, I don't know. She's got all these pins. You better be careful. She's sweet, but I don't think she's got weapons. Rhonda's here. Penelope needs help watching over Mary. Especially when I get too close to the candle. Hi, Cheryl. All right. Rhonda is in the house. Sancho's doll body. Yes. Yes. You'll have to look for those. I got it at the Dollar Tree. It's just a little solar-based lantern. And I got it when they were selling their gardening supplies. I didn't get it this year. I got it the year before last. So, but they'll be selling gardening stuff here in the next couple months again. So watch for that. Thank you, Janet. She dropped a link to Rosemary's doll kit. Thank you. Thank you, Aunt Beck. And they dropped a link to Rosemary's Etsy shop. Thank you, guys. Well, the other thing that I want to do, I'm going to set you guys back down on the wastebasket. The other thing I want to do is work in this glue book. Can you guys see it? Or am I? Yeah, I think you can see it. This is January glue booking. January glue book. And I got this idea from Shelley for the magazine. And I think she is following Carla at Caged Fish. Now, I haven't been watching Carla, just not because I don't like her, but because I hardly get to watch anybody anymore. But what I thought I would do is take some of this brown paper. Let's go back toward the back. Herbed egg salad toast. Oh, this is cool. Look at this advertisement. I have to hold it up close so you can see. Look at this advertisement. Have you guys seen this? Look, she is sort of like a Matryoshka doll here. Case, and she's bending over and looking in the mirror. But here's a smaller one here These are Matryoshka dolls. Here's a smaller one and a smaller one there and the little baby one there. These are Matryoshka dolls. They made Matryoshka dolls out of this advertisement, this Kohler ad. They sell faucets and everything. That is cool. Oh, I'll have to leave that as a flip out. Maybe I'll put a Matryoshka doll over here. So what I want, maybe something like this. I want to glue down some of this brown paper. Nothing real fancy, just get the base in there. Let's just tear it off here. And you'll be able to see underneath it. So if I work on my stuff a little at a time, I might get stuff done. I might actually get stuff done. So far, I've kept up to day 3 on my sketching and my glue booking. Oh, look, I'm tearing it wrong. Well, that's okay. It'll glue book in anyway. Put it that way. Okay. So let's come back out to this one. And I guess I'll put this in. I guess I'll put it in with my glue stick or wet glue. I used wet glue over here, I believe. Yeah, I did. I think I'll use wet glue again. Keep it away from the candle, Mary. I can hear you guys yelling at me. She's getting close to that candle again. Let me move it way over in the corner. All right. It's out of the way, I promise. I promise. It's out of the way. Although it might have, I might have got pretty close there again. I wasn't watching. Mary! Janet said, Mary, you're giving me a heart attack. Yeah. So I don't like a wet glue. So I take my brush and I was painting black. My water is black. I didn't change my water. So my brush is kind of dirty. Let's get it cleaned off a little here. Yuck. That's good. All right. I'm sorry if I scare you guys. I'm reaching, getting some wax paper here. I love that this is a Matryoshka doll. Let me get a piece of wax paper out here. Okay, now I'm ready. So if you do these things, it really doesn't take this long to glue book, or even to do that sketch does not take long. It just takes, we were talking about our mojo. It just takes doing it. You just have to start sometimes with this stuff. And I'm just putting this down as a base. Now, do I have a... Get the wrinkles out if I can. I mean, I don't mind if it wrinkles, but the air bubbles is what I'm going after. And I don't really even mind the air bubbles anymore. But there you go. That's pretty good. Not perfect. All right, let's take this wax paper and put it over here. Now this piece that I'm going to put on is the one that I tore. But I don't mind because it's just going to be the base. So I can even put it down a little bit lower and it'll just be a little bit of the torn down here. Doesn't even show. Yeah. Air bubbles. We don't want air bubbles. I still got a few, but it's okay. Now, do I want to cut it now or later? Let's see. What do I want to put on here? I still got some floral. Pretty napkin floral here. I've got a rooster. I like the rooster on there. And, ooh, this will look nice on there. Ooh, I think I like it going across the page too. What else do I have? That doesn't quite fit. Jason and the Argonauts. These are just things that'll go there. I like this, but I don't know. Do I want to put it across both pages? Ooh, I have this. It's got some bending in it. I have this. This will go over here. I like that on there. Maybe my bookcase there. And then this piece. I like this piece. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I'll save the rooster for another time. Yeah. I'm not too good with folding this stuff back up. This napkin's odd. This is an odd piece. I'm going to cut the bunny rabbits out. Okay. So that's all I'm going to put down are these pieces. And I think I'll put them down with not the glue, but the glue stick. So I'm going to pull this paper out and fold it in half. Get all the yucky stuff on the inside. And I have this glue stick that I got from Holly. Bless Holly Dalton's heart. Sent me a box of glue sticks that had 6 packages in them. I think I've opened the second one the other night. I've been hoarding them. I've been hoarding them. Gosh, she must have sent these to me. I don't know. Was it last year or the year before, Holly? I don't even remember. I've had them for a while. Okay, we're going to put it right down here. Oh, I like this. Now I could even go around the edges with the black ink pen. That would look nice. Okay. And then let's fold this under so I know where I'm going. This one will come up here, but before I put that one on, I'm going to put this window on. This is a wreath, I think. And it comes down to there. Okay. And this is all I'm going to do in this blue book tonight. I'm just going to do pages throughout the month of January. This is January blue booking. And who knows, I might get out all my, because I have several duplicate magnolias that I got at the library. They were duplicates. And I thought, well, I have one to look at and one to cut. Let's see, is that going to, I can bring it down just a little. And then I might go through, because I've got words, I might go through and pick out words and put on here. Put this one over here. I'm liking this. I'll bring it out to the edge here. The edge of the page is there. Right, oh, right there, it just fits. It's a little crooked up here. Wait a minute, I got it crooked. Mary and her crooked eye. I think I'm happy with it. Now, all I have to do is trim it up, and we'll move on. Ew, this has glue on it. If I can get it off of here so I don't get it all over my scissors. Must have had something on that. Okay. Let's do this page. Ew. I don't think that's the... I think there's a page in between here. There we go. And one more side over here. You could just flip this up and glue it to the other side, but I chose not to. Come on. Now, let's trim this a little. There we go. Yeah, see, that's what I don't like about the glue sticks. You think you have it, but you never do quite have it. Any glue stick will do this. This is just a little here. Alrighty, I'm going to call this my glue booking. For tonight. So I've done January, well, I've really only done 2 pages. I should do another page and get caught up, but we'll do that another time. I don't want to dwell too much on this stuff. So I've done this page and this page. Who knows how this will end up? We shall see. All right, and then I really love the fact that these are in here are Matryoshka dolls. She's a Matryoshka doll. And here's her large one, the next large, and the baby. There's 4 of them. I really love that. All right. Glue booking is done. I don't have a list. I don't have a list. I want to work on my journal covers. I decided that and Janet, I saw your note about rubbing gold on this. That's a really good idea. And I think it'll show better on the back one than it will on the front one. But I was going to go through this. This is that paper roll where I was looking for the galaxy paper. I don't know if I want steampunk in it. Let's see what I have. Let me roll it up as I go here. I do kind of like that as steampunk though. That's kind of cool. All right, we'll think about that. Here's pattern paper. I didn't do anything for that. And this is just plain, this is Galaxy Paper Wannabe, I think. And then I have some more of the steampunk. I have to see what I have in here. And more of the blue. This is wax paper. And then some old newspaper. Ooh, I kind of like the old newspaper. So I do the old newspaper on the inside. Let's do the old newspaper right at the very end. We're going to take this out. Just so I can justify unrolling all of this. We're going to do the old newspaper. And I'll probably need both of these. Oh, it's not right at the end yet. Alright, I'm pulling that out, and then I'm going to roll this stuff back up. Sorry to bore you guys. I should go in and make galaxy paper out of this. We're going to do a galaxy paper roll one of these days. But I want to finish my covering the inside of my journal here first. Well, I'll do this. I'll do this after the stream. I don't want to sit here and roll this all back up with you guys. I'll just throw it over there. Woo! Got all over my cover. Alrighty. I'll come back with the gold. We're going to cover this. It's still a little warped. I didn't have it. It's going to get wet again, though. It'll get as I bind it and put it under books, it will get straightened out. I'm not too worried about it. We are going to put this old newspaper on as the cover. This is Thursday morning, August 21st. I'd kind of like to have that on the cover. So if I put this up front cover, this is the front cover here. So if I put it upside down there and upside down there, would that work? Is that the front cover? It's hard to tell. That's the back cover. This is the front cover. And then, no, I have to put my front cover over here. Will that work? So I want August the 2nd on the front cover. So it's kind of hard as I fold it up here. Let's see. So this is the front cover here. Front cover. No, that's not going to work. It's going to be upside down. I guess I'm going to have to do it in two pieces. I want August the 2nd on my front cover as I open it up. And the problem is, when you put it on that roll, it's rolled. It is rolly. So right in there, I'll have a little, I'm going to cut it right there and right before the S. That would fit. Right there and right there. And I'm just going to do it by hand. This is a journal. It's not meant to be perfect. Right here and right here. And I'll probably use a stronger glue than a glue stick to put this down with. President Indignant. Oyster Bay, New York, August 20th. In a conversation today with Chairman Cecil Lyon of the Republican State Committee of President Roosevelt today said some very severe things about a certain type of Republican fascists. Oh dear. This was in 1902. It just never stops, does it? I'm not going to continue reading. This is Drama Free Sunday. President Roosevelt had a thing or two to say. It just never stops. 100 years later, we're still fighting. There we go. So this will go on the front cover, which is this. And I know it's the front cover because of this mark down here. So it's going to go right here. Right in there. Might put it up a little, or I might paint that in there. 1 dead, score hurt from the trolley wreck. Open car in New York was overturned, and all on board were injured. J.P. Morgan home had a talk with Schwab. Here I am reading the 1902 newspaper. Okay, we're just going to turn this over for a moment and put it there while I figure out the back one. This is the back sheet. It looks like I do need do a little mending. See, this was my drop paper, underneath of my drop paper, so it got a little dirty over the months that I was working. But I don't mind that. Now here's the rest of it here. And I think I'll leave this orangey here. I kind of like that. Now let's do it this way. And then I'll have this maybe for the spine. I haven't picked anything out that I want for the spine yet. So we won't be covering any more than this tonight. We'll move on to something else. I am going to glue these in though. And I'll put them under heavy books this time. Boy, I'll tell you, it's rolly. I got more of this old newspaper. Got a lot more of it. It's kind of cool. This would go nice on a tag or something. All right, let's work with this one first. Bounce back. And I don't think I want to use wet glue. Do I want to use the rest of my Yes paste on this? I think I will. I'm going to put my coffee cup on it. Whatever did I do with it? I have to feel around down here on the cart. You can't be too far from things. Yeah, let me get at it. Where did it go? So the alcohol. Where did my Yes paste go off to? There's the Elmer's glue. There it is. Whew. Now I'm 6 feet away from my desk again. I am literally about 4 feet away. I'm trying to look underneath the cart. All right. I need my glasses and palette knife. And a drink of pop. Ah. All right. And we are going to put this on with the Yes paste. Do you all watch Cat Hand? I think she's starting a 2021 mini morsels out there. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. There's just so much I want to do. Cat Hand does these morsels, which are kind of art techniques, which are really cool. And I followed her the first year that she did them, and then I got sidetracked. Let's see, I think I'll just do the first half first. Make sure I get the corners here. All right. Let's see how this goes. And I'll probably be, stuff like this doesn't bother me. I'll be putting something over that probably. Actually, I got plenty down here. Let's move it up a little. What I like about the Yes paste is it is adjustable. I mean, you saw me pull that up. It isn't like put it on there and it's on there. Now, I have to do this half. If you see me keep reaching up, I'm putting the glasses back on my head. They tend to want to slide down my nose. No, that's a lot, Mary. I know several of you are doing Janet Young's scavenger hunt. I'm just going to do a couple pages out of her scavenger hunt. I think I'm going to do the map page. I don't know. I'll get inspired by some of that. The map page, I'm going to try it to attempt a map of Bibbsville. I think. I'm not sure. Let's get my brayer out. Where's my brayer? I threw it over here. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah. Now this is the back. And I'll have to trim it. Do that right now. Got a little cut in there. Ew. Ooh, I'm gonna like this. You guys are getting trash put on your head over there in the trash can. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call that good. Yuck. Got my scissors. I need to clean these scissors. I use them for everything. All right, let's do the, ooh, I like that. This is gonna be the back. So, let's do the front. Get this stuff off my desk. Eek. and then I'll come out and chat. All right, let's do the front, which is this one. I want the August 2nd. And this is going to be the base. That works for me. I want the Thursday to show. Thursday, August 21st, 1902. And I may put an old, because this writing does not interest me as much. I have some of these old photos that I got from May at the Frugal Craft, not the Frugal Crafter, Crafting on a Budget. I got some of these old photos, which are cool. They're a little small for this, but we'll see. Let's just put this on first, Mary. Okay, okay. So, are you guys, do you have special projects that you're working on for January? I know several of you are working on the scavenger hunt journal. I'm working on my sketches, my Society of Idea Collectors, and I'm trying to get journals from last year bound. I want to do a page in my, I'll do it, I want to do a game tonight, but I also want to paint the page in my holiday art journal. I'll do it after we do the game. We're going to do the game after this. I'm going to use the, if I can get a hold of it, I had it out. There are some techniques in the current art journaling magazine. They have a page of techniques to try, and there's 12 of them. And I thought it'd be really fun to do that as a game. And just go through the techniques, not do the numbering and all of that. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And see what we come up with. So I'm going to do that after I get this put together. Or glued down. I'm not putting it together tonight. I heard something pop. I don't know what it was. Everything looks good. Okay, let's put this away. We'll see how that dries on there. I'm going to put my palette knife in the water. Put my glue away. Wonder if I can fit it up in here. No, it's going to have to go back down there. Find a spot for it down in here. Okay. It's a little wrinkly, but it could be wrinkly from gluing down on the base paper. All right, we're going to trim it, and then I'm going to call that a night on this. Oh, we should put the gold on it, shouldn't we? Maybe we'll do the gold yet tonight. Janet said to rub gold with the texture across there, so I'm going to try that. Let me clean my scissors off a little here. Put some hand sanitizer on. Yep, they're dirty. They're doity. These are not sharp enough to cut me, so I'm not afraid of them. I'm going to have to really clean this stuff up. That's good. It got the yuck off of the blades here. Except right there. I'll clean the handles another time. Good. Let's get the yuck off of them. Yuck. There's a lot of yuck on them. Alright, I'm not going to fool around too much with that stuff. Let me get some hand sanitizer on my hands. You, Mary, you. What'd you do tonight? I watched Mary wash her hands. She washed her hands on the video. Yes, she did. With hand sanitizer. All right. So, I want to put some gold on here. And how do I want to do it? I'm going to do it real light because a sponge. And how about debating whether to use this green ink or the paint. I think this green ink. I'm just going to take a little on my sponge. And let's start on, this is the back. And it's textured in here. So let's... I can't see where I'm going. Can you see the texture as I do this? And that's the towel that I was using to... Let's get a clean towel out. If I want it that gold there. I guess it is, whether I want it gold there or not. I got that. I don't know if I can get some of that off. Let's try it with a little. I don't like the big blobs down here. Yeah. I like what's happening up there. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I'll stand up here in a minute and show it to you. Kind of like it. This down here is not suiting me, but it can always be touched up. Put this little teensy bit more up in here. Let me stand up and show it to you, because I can see what you guys are seeing. Pretty cool, huh? I'm liking it. Now I'll probably go, this is the screen print, and I think it's water-based, but I think if you heat set it, it'll be fine. Let's try this. Now I don't have as many wrinkles on the front. Let me do this, and then I'll come out and check. I need a very light. Well, I don't know. It is what it is. This doesn't have as many wrinkles in it, so it's not showing the texture as much. There's a few textures in it, but I think I like it. All right, so I'm going to leave these for a while. I have to decide what I want for my spine. Now, I was thinking the other night when I was talking about this, my phone went off on me. I lost the connection, I mean. I was saying how fat it was. Look, it's warped. I'm going to have to really put that under some heavy books. It's warped. Look how warped it is. It needs to be put under heavy books. But I was thinking I'll only put 2 signatures in it, and then save the third one for another volume. And that way, all right, I'll put this under heavy stuff. Got heavy stuff right to the right of me here. Let me get it under there if I can. Squeezing it on. Okay, that'll work for now. Maybe a bit more. Okay. All right, let me come out and chat. While I'm working here, I don't get to chat with you guys as much. You're upside down. You guys are standing on your head. There you are. Hi, Deborah. Thank you, Janet. Black lace on the spine. Keisha said she had black lace today, but she hadn't got it ready to sell yet. I might have some black lace. Let me take a drink of pop. Black lace on the spine would be beautiful, Janet. Hi, Tanya. You did the zine this afternoon? I'll have to go back and look. I got sidetracked. Hi, Violet. I made cinnamon rolls today. I made cinnamon rolls. They were cooking this afternoon. They turned out really good, too. Probably about the best They were better than those button ones that my brother buys. He pays $4 a dozen for them, and I can make them for cheaper than that. And they taste better. About a third of the way in? Okay, Tanya. I'll go look at it. I know it was after I came and said hello. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome, Lisa. My Eclectic Life. And Norma's here, and Holly. And Violet. And Arlene. Stephanie B's Crafting and Sewing. Stephanie, hi, Stephanie. Holly, I'm not a picture person, but I'm going to make some videos of my hands once I get moved. Ooh, that's cool. Janet said I could always add black to that. Yeah, I can always touch it up. I'm kind of liking it. What I don't like is how warped it is right now, but I think if I just keep it under heavy books for a while, it'll be fine. An ink pad works well because it only hits the ridges. Yeah, I was using a sponge. I like what it did on the back, but the back had more ridges than the front did. You like it, Stephanie? Thank you. Aunt Beck said, can you use a baby wipe and spread it a bit thinner, applying it to the surface? I probably could have. I'll have to try that, Becky. Oh, Letitia had to leave. She's got to go eat dinner. I understand that. Janet dropped the link to the community tab. Don't forget that we're going to do a live stream hop this coming Friday. And it's going to be retro art. Fallback retro projects. I'll try to get the schedule up by tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Kathy Arbor's in here. Janet dropped a link to Rosemary's Etsy shop. We're back talking about Rosemary, where I showed those Essentials dolls. Did Rosemary pop in? Yeah, she did. She popped in. She said, hello, ladies. See, I need to go out and watch Rosemary, too. I haven't been watching. I told Keisha I'd go to her auction, and I missed it yesterday. So I had to get out there today, and I'm glad I did. She was selling laces. Beautiful, beautiful laces. Let me put this stuff in the wastebasket. Okay, let me go down to the bottom here. What I want to do next, I'm going to have to reach for it. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, dearie me, dearie me. Let me reach for it. I think it's right here. Right here. This is the Art Journaling magazine. And what I want to do in here, let me put my scissors away. I need to find a place for this stuff after I've cut it off. Wax paper can be tossed. In this Art Journaling magazine is a page where they have techniques right here. And there's 12 of them. Move that candle, Mary. So I thought we'd go through and try some of these, kind of in the sense of a dirty dozen, maybe not, you know, prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, but just go through and try them. Allow your illustrations or ephemera to extend outside the boundaries of the page for a more free-moving, flowing design. So let me get out my book that I do my games in here. I have so many books, journals and stuff here that around my chair. Where's the one that I do my games in? Ha! Here it is, behind me. Right here behind me. So what I'm going to do is go through, and you guys can too if you want. It's not, in a sense, it's not the prompt game. It's just trying out these different techniques. But I'm going to do it in my game book here, where I'm doing all my art games. And we'll just do it here. Now I need to do something that can go outside. See, I've got the poker chip on the outside. I got the poker chip coming out. And I've got this little tab here that was Christmas paper, Christmas fabric right here. I just put it on right there. So now we want to do something where we put kind of a border on the outside. So maybe I'll hold that one until we get the rest of the page done. So that's a hold. So let's go to the next one. Entice viewers to turn the page by creating spider webs across cutout windows and add beads or sequins to the thread. Well, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do here, because this book is so, it's a perforated paper and it's always wanting to tear, and then I paint the pages, and I'm going to tape this down if I can get it, the page to turn on me. I don't try to protect these when it's tearing on me. I don't try to protect these pages when I do this because it's just an art journal. But let me go in and tape this down. Oh, and everything's falling. That just makes me mad. Throw it. I get too much stuff on the side of my little desk. I want my masking tape. Did that fall? No, I don't think so. I think I put it in here. So I'm going to try these techniques, which means, I need to make a window in this page. And I'll just do something simple. I won't add the beads. I might add paper beads. Tear paper and call them beads. But let's put some washi tape on this too to make it pretty. Let's see. Let's use this. It's pretty washi. I think this is Paper Studio. Yeah, I haven't used it yet. So they want you to cut a window in your page and sew beads on your thread through it and sew beads. Well, I'm not going to do that in here. I'm going to use paper scraps, I think. So I'll call my paper scraps beads. Yeah, well, let me. Did I put that glue in here? I did. I don't want that in there. I want this. I'm still mending this. It's got a string on it. I think it's on the underneath. I'm going to leave it. I'll cover it up. I should go through this journal and do this to every page before I even work on it, because I have to end up taping these pages if I want them to stay in my book. I'm going to move this candle. I'm going to put it up on the shelf where get it out of the way as I'm flipping pages here. Give you guys a heart attack. All right, we're going to cut a window in here. I think. Let me move this stuff over, it's in my way. I don't know what I did with I never know what I do with my mat boards. Let me stand up and get one. I say I have them, and then here it is. Over there. I'm just going to cut a window in there. We'll see how this page turns out using all of these techniques. And let's get the ruler. And I'm just going to freehand cut it. How big do I want it? They have it pretty big in here. I don't want a big window. I think I'll cut it here. Get my knife out. And let's cut it on this mark. 2, 2. And right about to there. And I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I'll cut it there. And there. This is really, both of these techniques could be done toward the end if you were doing a page, but I just want to go through and basically I'm learning from them. I've done this before, but I'm not going to use beads this time. You could use sequins, would be kind of flat, but okay. So there's my window. Now I'm going to take my needle, which Penelope happens to be right here. I have some red thread here. How much do I have? Now, we'll get some other. Now, this needle's a big old needle. She says, "Owie, Mary, owie." That's my binding needle. Let's use this one. And I'm just going to kind of cross it this way, I think. But as I do that, let's get out some thread. I think I'll use red because red is handy. As I do that, I'm going to thread some scrap paper on it for my beads. See, I don't need my utility knife anymore. Let's put that away. So I'm holding the first prompt, which was, or the first technique, which was to put something on the edge of your paper and let it extend over. I'm going to hold that till the last. Shall I tape it down? I think I shall. Or shall I knot it? Let's get some paper scraps. As if I have paper scraps. Where are all my paper scraps? All this paper and not a scrap around me. Here are some pages. These are some of the pages that I tore out of that magazine. We'll use some of those. We're going to call these beads. Now, I'm just going to tear some. I'll find something I want to tear. I could actually tear a picture, but, you know, like a person. Isn't it funny how we get picky? Like, well, it's just scrap, Mary, but I have to have something, maybe these baskets. All right, let me put these back in my pocket. Okay. Yeah. Now, what did I do with my needle? I didn't get them all back there, did I? Alrighty. Let's make a big old knot here. Usually I can knot pretty good. Not when I want to, though. One more, maybe. Here comes the choo-choo train. All right. So, let's see. I'm going to cut this picture like this. Just going to cut it out. And I don't want that scrap. We want something that looks like beads. And they probably have to be on both sides now. So I'm just going to cut some little pieces. All right. I laugh. It always goes where I don't want it to go. Messes where I don't want it to mess. Come back here. All right, I'm going to fold this one in half. All right. All right, I'm just going to poke a hole in my paper and push my needle through. Maybe out to the edge here. And if you were doing this as art, you'd probably go a little slower and figure out where you wanted your holes and all of that. I'm just playing. Let's push this through here. And it'll stop there. And bring my needle up here. Now, I want that to fall down that way. Should I do another? I think I should. Should I kind of set it in there? Like that. Now I want a paper bead. I'm calling this a paper bead. It's kind of a square thing. I could use a paper punch or something, but this will work for now. I'll thread it on my needle. And it's pretty tight. My scissors. I tell you, this thread has a habit of getting caught on things no matter what you're doing. It finds the closest thing it can to get caught on. Now, do I want to put that through again like I did there? I think I do. I think I do, to kind of make it sturdy. I think it holds it better. And I'm not going to do a lot of this. I'm just playing with the technique. There, like that. And let's get another. Let's get another bead. I think I want them wider because for the needle to find its way through. Yeah. This might be a challenge here with this needle. Where's my other needle? Well, that one's curved too. Poor Penelope. She says, I can take it, Mary. I was made for pins and needles. You want to poke a hole in this. Get it started here. Maybe I'll make this one go about halfway up. We'll see how this turns out. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I'm glad I didn't make this window huge. My thread's starting to twist on me already. Come on. Maybe one more. Cut these a little wider. Easier for the needle to go through it. Now you could use beads, but in my journal I want it to flatten out. So I'm using paper, calling them beads. And I'm going to pull this one up toward the top. There we go. Now I'm going to hook it in here. Where'd my needle go to? And bring it around. And I think put it through again. And that's all I'm going to do. I got the technique. I could do more, but I don't want to sit here and do this all night. So I'm going to tie another knot here. And let's just really knot it. And I don't even care if it's a sloppy knot, which this one apparently is. What did I do here? Well, all right then, we'll just let you be like that. I'll bring you over. Over and under somehow. There. We'll let it show as a textural element on the page. There, I kind of like that. Now, do I like it? See, you're supposed to show the page beneath, but I think what I'll do is I'll put something under this because I like to put the prompts on the page. So I think I'll put something on the back of this. Let's find something to put on the back. I got the idea. So I'm going to glue something down here. Let's get rid of all this. It's driving me crazy. I might save that. Let's see, what can I put on the back? How about some text? How about some writing text? Let's see what I have. I think I'll put this down. Alrighty. Now they used beads and sequins, and they used a thinner thread, but I don't want beads in this journal. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to let the text show through. Let's do that with tape. So when you get an art journal magazine like this, try out some of the techniques. Play with it, Mary says. All right, now the challenge of getting this tape up. I'll get a pen. My candle is way out of the way. My candle is up on the shelf, so it's keeping me company, but it's out of the way of my paper. Now, if I were online, I might take more care and, do something a little more detailed. But since I'm just doing this to try out the technique here, come on. One more. My glasses keep falling down my nose. I got a short nose. It doesn't have far to fall, but all right. Now let's see. Right about in here, I think. Yeah, that's good. All right. I just want it to be more sturdy than they have an actual window. But there, I'm going to leave it like that. That was actually the second technique. The first one I'm going to save toward the end. The first one is to have something off of the edge of your page. And let's get all these scraps off. All right, let's go on. Let's see what the third one is. The third one, it says, choose a fabric scrap with tons of texture to dress up a tag. This piece of cheesecloth adds a pop of interest. Well, they're dressing up a tag. I'm not going to do a tag, but I do have this. I don't have cheesecloth right at hand. I have it, but it's not right at hand. But what I have is some of this Halloween, what do they call this? Creepy fabric. And I dyed mine with that butterfly PT, and it looks gray, but it's actually a kind of a pretty blue gray. So how much of that do I want to use? They just say dress it up. So I think, where am I going to dress this up at? Let's just cut a snip off here. I think I'll just put some right in here maybe. And this will help stabilize the... This I got at the dollar store too, Dollar General, Halloween creepy fabric. And I threw it in the, what I had left of that butterfly PT. And it was not a bright white to begin with. Now, how much do I want to use of that though? Not a whole lot. Because I want to do other techniques on this page too. So how are you going to put this down, Miss Abrams? I don't know. Ooh, threw it on my ruler. I think I'll put it right in there. Maybe leave a little of that showing. I wonder if my double-sided tape will hold it, this inch stuff. We shall see. Hold on to that for me. So they're just giving you different techniques to try. They're not saying make a page out of it, but I'm just trying the different techniques on this page. And it's not really a game, it's just more of an experiment. It's more of a testing page to play with the different techniques. All right, now let's take this. This may or may not work. I think it'll work pretty good. You could do the same thing with lace. I'm going to double this back on it, I think. Well, that'll be okay. Let me snip this. And I don't know if I like how thick it is there. Let's just pull some of those threads out. Let's let it go raggedy. Alright, I'm kind of liking that. Let's do the same up here. Let's kind of pull some of these threads out. Alright, I'm good. Let's throw all this away. So that was the third technique. The fourth technique says connect two adjacent pages with an eye-catching manner by creating hinges. Well, hinges, I could hinge a tip in. Let's do a fabric hinge, and let's do a tip in. What am I going to tip in? What am I going to tip in here? I need something to tip in. How about tipping in one of my postcards? Nah. No, not going to do that. Let me look. Let me look. Let me see what I have. I'm going to throw some of this stuff behind my chair. It's getting too much for me. Let's see. What do I have? I got Christmas. I don't want Christmas. See, I don't plan this out till I get here. I'm just looking behind me to see. I got all sorts of stuff behind me. You'd think I could find something. How about... I'll reach for it here. No. Mary's looking for a tip in. Something to tip in. Ooh. There's some scrappies. I'm looking. I have a bag of scraps here. Let's see what's inside. I have stickers. What's this? Ooh, somebody sent me this. Ooh, let's tip in. Somebody sent me this. Let's tip in one of those acrylic sheets. Ooh, this one, I think. This one's pretty too. I like that one. We're going to use this one, I think. Ooh, I got two of them here. Is there two of them here? No, this one's stronger. She's talking to herself. Somebody sent me that in Happy Mail. I didn't buy these. Somebody sent them to me. Now they say to use a piece of fabric to tip it in. So I need to find. Oh, do I have fabric? Or do I have fabric? I have this Tim Holtz. I was going to make some washi tape out of it. Map paper. Map fabric. Let's use some of that. Now, how much of it do I want to tip in? Do I want to just tip in a little? And it doesn't matter. Let's just cut it here. But yeah, let's just cut it. Let's just trim it. Hold it. I'm off in my world doing this. I hope you guys are okay out there. I should check probably. I don't think that I've fallen off yet because I see you guys over there. All right, I'm going to just cut it here because I might want to use this for something else too. So we'll just cut it. Where did I say, right? Right in here. Right in there. I'll just make a little tip in. put this back in my sack. Somebody sent it to me in Happy Mail. Now, the technique says connect 2 adjacent pages. Well, I'm doing this in my game book, so I'm not going to do 2 adjacent pages. I'm just going to do a tip in. Maybe, should I do it flip up? No, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to tip it in this way. Okay, so now I need to get my fabric ready here. This is cut on the fold, I think. So we only need to the top of the T here. And I need the double-sided tape. That's the vinyl tape, I believe. We're going to use carpet tape. And I think I'll use the whiter stuff. Cut this. Can I kind of fray it? Yeah, let's fray it a little. All right. Now I got too much going on my table here. Let's see if I can do this without too much of an issue. I don't want to cut them with these scissors. I just cleaned it. See how strong that tape is? Man, I'm pulling on that. Let's cut it with this. All right, that should be all we need. And I'll save that. Put my scissors back. Put my ruler back. This stuff goes in the trash. Trash, trash. Now let's save that little scrap. All right, we're going to tip it in. They say to make a fabric hinge. So that's what I'm going to do. This is going to be a fabric hinge. And I'm just going to put a little on this side because I want the pretty to show. So, oh, I guess I have to do it this way. All right. It's not sticking to my... Yeah, I've got too much going on my desk. I'll move off some of this stuff. strong stuff. Sticking to my freezer paper. I pulled my freezer paper up. Now my desk is all messed up. There. Now I'll go back to my book and put this down here. And I'm going to fold it over, hopefully. Boy, I'll tell you, it wants to stick to everything strong before you get it down. There. There we go. So this is a fabric hinge. I kind of like it. So we've done kind of the open window technique. These are simulated beads. We put the cheesy cloth, only I had spooky fabric left over from Halloween, and we made a fabric hinge. So the next technique is transform small photographs into illustrated portraits. Any photos in your stash can be made even more special with hand-drawn details. So they're talking about taking a photograph and drawing a face or something over it. I can do that. So let's go back to my magazine page here. But before I do that, I think I'll come out and chat, because I've been going through these in my own little world here. Let's chat. Let's chat. Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Art Lab. Ikigal? Art Lab. Hi and welcome. Hi, Jane. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Cheryl's asking Holly if she feels better. Lisa's here. Was Ayala here? She's doing techniques like, yeah. I'm going through, this is the most recent art journal magazine, Ayala, and they have a page of techniques here that they pulled out of the art pieces, and they title the page Techniques to Try. And this really isn't an art game, but there's 12 of them, so I'm doing it in my art game journal. I skipped the first one because the first one says allow your illustrations or ephemera to extend outside the boundaries. So I might have to do that. Well, I could do just a little up there. I have this tip in now. The second one was entice viewers to turn the page by creating a spider webs across cutout windows. Well, I don't want a cutout window in here because this is my game page. That was too flimsy, so I put text behind it. And I didn't, they say to use string and use beads and sequins, but I didn't want beads in this journal, so I just took and made little paper square beads and strung just one across because I'm doing it online. I didn't want to spend all night putting different strings in there. The next one was choose a fabric scrap with tons of texture to dress up a tag. And here they use cheesecloth. So I got out some of this spooky fabric left over from Halloween. And I put that on the edge. And then the last one was connect two adjacent pages in an eye-catching manner by creating hinges with scraps of, they said with scraps of ephemera. But I used Tim Holtz fabric tape and just used a fabric hinge. And then I have some of this acrylic acetate, printed acetate, that somebody sent this to me. It's really pretty. So that's as far as I got. I'm ready for the next one. But I want to continue chatting with you guys. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going through those techniques. Who knows? I might use one of these in some art page. Hi, Angie. Welcome back. Let's see. Something was funny after she stopped being mad. What happened, Ayala? Oh my God, that happened to me, and I hit my nose with my own hand when it let me go. What did you do? What book am I using? I know Mary said, but I breathed since then and forgot. The book that I'm working in is just a mixed media, Canson mixed media. You can get these at Walmart. Well, it's got the perforated pages in it, which is nice if you're just drawing and want to bring your pages out. But for art journaling, I'm finding that I have to secure my pages. They tend to, when I flip the pages, they tend to want to rip along the perforation. So I'm going to go through here and tape the back of each one of these pages along the perforation. I've been doing my art games in here. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is a Christmas pick 10. This was a pick 10 that I started on our Phibbsville Friends. That's as far as I got with it. So I guess it must be done. I'll probably put something on there yet. This was a Christmas game. This was one of them that we were doing with the Phibbsville story, doing with the prompts. Here's the Stargazer page. This is the other Christmas one. And this one I did with Becky the other night. Becky did a Dirty Dozen. So tonight I'm just going through the magazine that I'm using is the most recent art journaling magazine. January, February 2021. And these are the 2 pages of the techniques. So I'm ready for this one that says, transform a small photographs into unique illustrated portraits. So, but let me finish looking at chat. Let me finish looking at chat. I feel like I missed somebody. Hi, Roy. Welcome, Roy. Auntie B, have you seen any of my Bootsy boxes of bits and bobs? I showed one on Johnny's live stream several months ago. Cool. My magazine just fell. Bits and bobs. Need to see what you mean. I have some few tiny buttons. Debbie Epps was here. I don't know if she's still here. Ayala, Allie K. Hi, Allie K. Becky said, I'm doing some of these to add to my bits and bobs box for Wednesday night. We'll show you what I made on Wednesday. And let's see. I'm just kind of going back as far as I can here. Most of you are just welcoming people in. Sharon Lombard here. She says, Lisa says, Sharon Lombard, what is your zip code? It has too many numbers in the Happy Mail in my group. Lisa says that Sharon's address has too many numbers in the zip code. Excuse me, I sneezed. Need to take care of that. Let me put some... Let me pick up my magazine. It fell. Let me put some hand sanitizer on my hand. Just to be a little cleanly here for you guys. Okay. What else is going on? Halloween candy, creepy fabric. Yeah, Halloween creepy fabric. I got it at Dollar General. Bootsy says, oh, wow, Janet, you are quick. I just uploaded the video. I'm having some mic and sound issues, so the sound isn't consistent. Roy must have uploaded a video. Anne says, I was wrong about Maple Springs. It's not even a village. It's a hamlet. That's just where my sons grew up. Maple Springs, New York. Debbie says, my favorite place we lived was Lake Jackson. I can't pronounce that. Brazoria area. A small town about 15 minutes to the beach and 20 minutes into Houston, outskirts of Houston. Talking about where they lived. Anne said, we had a post office and no mail delivery to the house. Most importantly, a bar with a liquor store. Talking about little towns, I think. Bootsy says, happy first Sunday Eve of the new year, Mary, and to all you merrymakers. Oh, merrymakers. We're merrymakers. Bootsy's calling us merrymakers. Okay. Connie Stanley, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you join us. Okay, I'm going to go to the next technique, which is to take a magazine photo. And let's see if I can find one in that envelope I had out. Whatever I did with that. Honestly, how can I have something in my hands 1 minute and gone the next? I can't figure that out. Let's see if I can find a photo in here. No, this is all Christmas. I need a magazine photo. It says to draw a portrait on a magazine photo. Now, is this it? No. Well, what happened to it? Excuse me while I find a magazine photo here. I didn't put them up here. I had them in my hands. Here they are. I just need a photo to draw a portrait on. It doesn't have to be another person. Let me open this up and see what I can find. These are the pages that I tore out of that Magnolia magazine. I could draw a portrait on there, on the dishes. I get too picky. I get too picky. I have some quotes here. Let's put them back in. Oh, let's draw a portrait on this brick fireplace wall. We'll draw. Shall we look at something here as we draw? I saw that little girl. Where did she go? Her or... I guess it's going to be her. I'll draw her. And I'm going to draw it with my black ink pen, my black marker. And what they did in here, let me get it out and show you. I might need that again. What they did in here was just a very simple headline drawing up in here. Very simple black marker drawing. And so that's what I'm going to do. Let me scoot up to my desk. Which one of these little ones do I want? They're both kind of falling off of the page. Get my black marker out. All right. How big do I want this? We could actually put this underneath I kind of like that idea. All right. So she's going to have a headband here. Hair's going to come down like this. And give her a face like that. Now, they don't have hair coming on her other side, but I'm going to give her some hair and a neck and her jumper. And she's smiling here. So give her an eye there and an eye there. And her nose is there. Her mouth there. She looks a little older here, but that's okay. And let's give her some hair. All right, that's my drawing. Just by looking at this little girl here. I think mine looks a little older than the girl, but that's all right. Let's give her a black headband. Make her hair long. All right, we're gonna put that down in my book here. We'll do it underneath the tip in, I think. Let's put it in. I'm running out of tape here. So I'm not sure I would do that in my art journal. Well, I might draw. I don't know if I would draw it as simple as what this one is. I might draw a portrait over a photograph, but I may not do it as simple as what this one is. Let's see, I don't like that straight edge. Let's tear this. Whoops. I'm going to have to fold that tape back. I don't like straight edge. I like rough edges. So these are some techniques to try. Make a window in your page and sew beaded string across it. A hinged page. A drawing on a photograph. There, I'm going to put it right in there so I can close it up. This will go back in my folder. All right, I'm ready for the next one, which is the 6th one. It says, tie together multicolored background by using white ink to add drawings across the page. The white offers a crisp contrast to the bright paint. Well, I don't have a multicolored background yet, so I'm going to come back to that one. This is all done in white ink, and I imagine they spent a lot of time doing that. I won't do anything that complicated. The next one says, fill a simple silhouette with stencil pattern for a figure that really stands out. So let's do a simple silhouette. How about a silhouette of Joanna? She was in this. Or that man. That man was in here too. Here, he's right at the beginning. We'll make this man a simple silhouette with paint. And what does it say to do? Stencil in him. Okay. So we're going to paint him. We're going to paint his background. We're going to paint him out. And then we're going to stencil him. All right. Do I want to do the whole guy though? How about the lady? I think I like the lady better. She's smaller. So let's get out my paint. Let's do English navy maybe, if I can get to it. An English navy background. I guess I should shake it up. I don't know what kind of shape it's in. Generational wisdom. We asked a father-daughter duel about being intentional. Yeah. This, I do kind of like this as a technique. I kind of like the suggestion of doing this. So I'm just going to use the lady, and I'm going to make her a silhouette here. Yeah, my paint's not dark enough for me. Let's get out the black. Let's get out the black. If I can get to it here. Is this black or blue? That's navy. True navy. And black. Now this doesn't have to be, it's just going to be a silhouette of a figure. It doesn't have to look like her after I'm done, because I'm going to paint her out in a lighter color. Now I need a scrap under this. Well, I'm using everything in the cap. That's good. Now, let's wash that out. And let's see, what color should I make her? Blue? A light blue? How about green? Let's do this festive green. She's going to be a green person? Yeah, we don't want green. Let's make her blue. I'm almost done. Oh, that's juicy. Let's get a light blue. Let's get a light blue. Is that a light blue? No, that's green again. We don't want to make her green. Where's my light blues? Here. We'll make her a light blue color. Put this green back. I got this green for Christmas. I should keep it out and paint one of my pages green. All right, let's get another craft brush. These brushes are... And I'm just going to paint her out of the cap here. Oh, might need to be a little thicker. Now she's got her hair on here, so she's got a big head. Yeah. I'm just going to dip my brush in there. You should not dip your brush in the paint, but I'm in a hurry. So we're making a silhouette out of this figure here, out of this lady. And after she's dry, we're going to stencil in her. Let's dry that a little. I'm going to give it one more little coat. Okie dokie, that's good. I gotta clean my brushes out tomorrow. Okay, now we're going to stencil inside of her. See what they did? They painted out a torso of a man, and then they did a stencil inside, and they wrote around the edge of it there. So let's dry that. Everything has to fall. Can't just be good, can it? Let's get a stencil while everything's falling. Yeah, I'm reaching for a stencil. Shall we do what shall we do? Shall we do butterflies? We're going to do butterflies. I like the butterflies. Put these back. Let's dry this. That's cracking in. My sponge. I'm looking for my sponge. I had it tonight. I was using it. It was sponging gold. It probably fell on the floor when all that stuff fell. I sure don't see it over here. Here it is. All right, so what color are we going to sponge this? Butterflies. Put it up a little. I'm thinking orange, but my orange is almost gone. What do I have? Oh, wait. I have that crimson red. Let's do crimson red. I'm not sure how this will show up on there. Oh, let's just put that paint on this scrap. Let's cut this off now. Do I want the whole figure? I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and sponge it to put the butterflies on it, and then I'll decide. Let's see how this works. The red will kind of take on a brownish color over that blue, which is okay with me. Now, if this were one of those paper stencils, I could use my heat gun to dry this before I lift it up. But I don't think I can do that with these plastic ones. I might melt the stencil. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, I like it. I like it. So that technique was to stencil inside of a silhouette. And we had to create the silhouette out of a magazine page. Let's dry this off. Now in theirs, on their journal page, they wrote with the white pen. I keep dropping the journal page. What did I do with it? Fell on the floor behind me. On theirs, here's theirs right here. And they wrote with white ink around there. So can I do that? I bought some, the last time I went to Hobby Lobby, I bought some of those white gel pens. They cost about $5, Jelly Roll pens, Sakura. And I do like these, but they tend to dry up on me too. I do like the Bic whiteouts the best, but I'm going to use these on here. And since I cut this off of here, generational wisdom. As a parent, I want my kids to discover what they love and pursue it. Let's see if I can get this going. Where? On what? Is there black in here? Okay. Oops, put somebody in timeout. As a parent, I want my kids I do not do this generally. This is a technique that I will probably start doing more of because I like this. I want my kids to discover what they love, and pursue it. My dad is always reminding, and then I'm just going to put dash, to act with purpose. To act with purpose. There. Oh, I kind of like that. Got a little white there on that butterfly. So let's just take advantage of that and do some more white on this butterfly. There. Should I do more of it? Yeah, I think so. Alrighty. We're going to call that a technique done. I like that technique. I actually enjoy doing that one. So I think that'll fit in here. I think if I tear it, I'm going to tear around this writing. There, I kind of like that. And it kind of fits right here by the little picture of the girl. So let's put that in. Let's put that in with my glue stick, if I can find it here. Let's, now let's just put some glue in there. And let's put it right down. I kind of like that. Right down in there. All right, there's that technique. And this flops closed like this. I might come in and put some light yellow paint on this to make her stand out a little bit more. We'll see. I'm ready for the next one. Let me get a drink of tea. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Lisa says, no, my kids were homeschooled. Their teacher always encouraged their artistic endeavors. And they both are much better artists than I am. Letitia is back. Who came back? What was that, Letitia, and you just spelled it wrong? Letitia says, I'm back, and hello. Lisa said, by the way, it takes lots of time to glue washi all around the edges of an envelope to reinforce it, but it looks good. Yes, it does. It does. I've done that before, Lisa, and it does take some time. Allie K says, oh, brother, good for mother sticking up for her son. Lisa says, I have a friend who went to school and had a nice talk with a teacher who told her son that he had to do coloring page over because he got it wrong and he colored outside the lines. Aren't teachers the worst? I'll tell you. Some of them are really picky. Aw, thank you, Allie K. She says, it warms my heart to see Mary paint her lady blue. You go, girl. Allie K, you know some teachers, the sky must be blue, the grass must be green, sun should be yellow, and skin should be peach. Aikigao, is that how you pronounce that? Aikigao? Art Lab says, I got to go, guys. It was nice to be here. Have a nice evening. Glad you stopped by, Art Lab. Allie K says, my dad is an artist. It's in my genes to be creative. That's cool, Allie K. Allie K says, when I was in kindergarten, I got in trouble because I colored someone's face purple on a coloring page. My teacher told me I shouldn't do that. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Janet is reminding you that next Friday night is the live stream hop. And it's going to be, the theme is retro, fallback retro, arts and crafts, throwback. I said fallback, I meant throwback, arts and crafts, retro, things that we've done in the past. I'll just tell you, I'm going to do clothespin bags. I'm going to reinvent a clothespin bag somehow. And we'll go into that story next Friday night. Friday night, the 8th of January. I'll get the schedule up. It probably won't go up until tomorrow. Alala had to leave, go fix dinner. Arlene, they said goodnight to Arlene. Oh, she was asking about what magazine it was. And Violet filled her in. Mary, you remind me of my granny. She used to hum when she did the dishes. Aw. Janet said it looks very pretty. I'm not sure what she's saying is looking pretty right now. I hope it's this. I think this is neat. But now I think it's too dark behind it. So I might put some yellow paint on it. But we'll handle that later. Okay. I think they're back where they're talking about the boxes of bits and bobs. Hi, Stephanie. Deliberately Creative is Stephanie. She says, hi, friends. Happy New Year. Creative ideas for us all. You guys, you have to go visit Stephanie's page. Janet, can you put a link to, well, Deliberately Creative, you're a mod now. You can put a link to your own channel if you want. Stephanie does a lot of, well, she was into doodling, but I don't know if you're doing doodling now. You were doing Christmas ornaments. Are you doing watercolor now, Stephanie? What are you up to this week? I'm going through techniques in this art journaling magazine. We're ready for the 8th one, which is 9, 10, 11, 12. Look to unusual materials for adding texture to a page. This intriguing texture is actually broken eggshells. So I need some unusual material to add texture. Well, I'm looking around my desk. All I can think of is scraps of paper, but I want something unusual. I could probably go out in the kitchen and find something unusual. What's unusual? What do I have that's unusual? I'm looking. It's kind of, when I'm doing this in front of you guys, you know, I'm worried about spending time looking for something unusual to add texture. Something unusual to add texture. Well, all I can, how about Play-Doh? I don't know if Play-Doh will stick. I don't know if Play-Doh will stick, but we can try it. It'll probably stick to the other's page. I don't know if this is a good idea. Let's put it in the, let's work it in the mirror. Use colored pencil shadings. I'm not even sure I have that. I don't really use color. I'm going to work this texture, this Play-Doh in this, yeah, I think it'll be okay. I'm going to work this Play-Doh in the webbing here of this creepy fabric that I got at dollar store. In fact, the Play-Doh is dollar store stuff too. And I really don't know if Play-Doh, what will happen if the heat gun hits it. I don't even know. I know that, yeah, well, there she did. She dropped her, Stephanie dropped her page. She says, I'm focusing on cozy creative designs, lots of tea, coffee, etc. Ooh, cool. That's cool. Well, this is textured all right. Let's get it off. Now it's in between this that I pulled off is just what I pulling off of the, as it goes between the fabric threads here. I'm just going to do it to half of it. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. What I like about this Play-Doh, now this is just dollar store, got it at Dollar General, paid $2, but I got it, sheesh, I must have got it 7 or 8 months ago, and it's still, it's in its container, it's still Play-Doh. And I really do like that about it, that the containers are airtight. And what I'm going to find out about it now is how does this act if I hit this with the heat gun. That is my unusual texture is Play-Doh. I think it dries. You gotta dry it. Let's put some more on it and see if I can emboss into it and dry it. I don't want a very thick, I don't want a thick layer of it because it will clunk off. It will chip off. I just want to put, let's put a layer of it here and see if I can't just, this is an unusual texture. I'm just going to put it right in here. And let's kind of pound it down, make it smooth. I don't want it too thick because I don't want it to chip off. Now I'm going to take something like, now, let me reach in my, well, even a pen or a needle. Let's take my needle here and let's just make some marks in it. And then I'm going to hit it with the heat gun and see what happens here. And I don't know if it's going to chip off or not. It might chip off. Let's do some diagonals. And I'm not sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'll show it. I'll hold it up after I dry it. Unusual texture is what it's all about. Unusual material, and something unusual to create a texture. There, now let's dry it. Thank you for your needles, Penelope. Let's put the lid back on this. Let's hit this with the heat gun. And I don't know how this is going to act. It may chip off eventually as I turn pages. Seems to dry. Let's hit it with some paint, or just sponge some paint across it. Let's try some of this cobalt blue. Ooh, this is new. I don't know. I have to pull it. Let's try this other. The juicy stuff. Bright blue. It'll match that. Ah, it just pours out of there. Luckily, I have a drop paper down. Honestly. Let me get my book off of here. I have a drop paper down, but that paint's thin. I don't know what I did with the cap to it now. Oh, right here in my hand. I must have added some water to that at some point. I don't even remember. I got paint on the bottom of my cup. Let's put some paper towels there. Now I'll have to wash this cup real good now. What a mess. This is why we have art rooms, right? So that when we make a mess, it doesn't happen on your nice dining room table. I have drop paper down, so it's not a big deal. It's just yucky. Actually, it's kind of pretty now. It's not a fire. It's just spilled paint all over my hands. It's on freezer paper. All right, we're going to call that good enough. Except I didn't get any on my Play-Doh, which kind of feels kind of spongy. Let's hit it with the heat gun again. All right, shall I try this again, maybe with the red? Ooh, I like that. I like that. The technique is to take an unusual material and add texture to your page. And I put Play-Doh on here in a thin layer so it won't chip off. I'm hoping it won't chip off. And then I drew lines in it. Let me stand up and show it to you. I kind of like that. I might do that again. Right here. That's kind of cool. Am I all out of frame? Let me turn it so you guys can see this a little better. You saw me spill the blue paint. Well, actually, I didn't spill it. It just poured out of that bottle. It poured out. I was expecting a thicker paint out of it. What is around my foot? Something's wrapping around my foot down here. I don't know what it was. It wasn't the phone cord. Okay. On to the next technique. The next technique is, let me turn it right side up. Stitching is a surefire way to add texture and interest to your art, but take it one step further by allowing long thread tails to float across the page. Well, I kind of have that, but let's put some more long thread tails because I have thread in my needle already. One of my needles here. Let's make some long thread tails. And let's do them down here. I like long thread tails, actually. Now let's tie a knot. So long thread tails. Now I think they're meaning like if you stitch a photo or something on to let the page, let the photo have tails to it. Then I'm just gonna simulate some thread tails here. I'll just do two of them. Actually, I'd like a third one. Let me thread this needle again. My hands are yucky now. And I'm just going to knot it up here. And it doesn't have to be beautiful stitching on something like this, you know. There we go. That was just the rest of the thread that I was using for that. Poor Penelope, she sure has a lot of needles stuck in her. Can't find a space for another one. There we go. Let's snip this. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. We got thread tails now. I might have to secure them down a little. I'm sure interested to see how that Play-Doh is going to last in there. All right, the next one, moving along, says, for a simple technique that really pops, decorate a tag upside down and add it to the page. The different perspective is sure to grab your attention. So you're supposed to take a tag, and I guess I'll have to make one. Let's make one out of this. Just cut a tag. It's already got the rounded edges. And you're supposed to decorate it upside down. So that's, I'm going to make a smaller tag because I need room. I guess I could make a tag to hold these threads in. Put it right there. All right, so we're going to put it like this and like this. I generally don't do this either. If I put a tag on, I put it on the side or the top or in a pocket. But we're going to decorate a tag and hang it upside down. I'm going to let these threads fall underneath of it, and that'll keep my threads from falling all over the page. So how am I going to decorate it? We're going to put one of these pictures on it. One of these picture stickers that I got from May at Crafting on a Budget. Kind of like this one right here. All right, so that's the one we're going to use. Now I need to decorate the tag. So let's get this out of the way. And it's just something simple. We don't need that anymore. Green? No, no more green on that page. No green. Let's go back to, well, you know, a brown would look nice, wouldn't it? Let's see what I have. Let me see what I have. I've got burnt sienna. And since my fingers are all blue anyway, I'm just going to finger paint it. I'm going to let some of that blue show through. What my picture will probably be taking up some of that anyway, but my towel. And this is just a Pen Plus Gear packaging. I kind of like that. A picture might cover that up. Maybe I'll get a smaller picture and put on there. I kind of like it. Yeah. Yeah. Good thing I have paper towels in here. All right, let's put the paint away. Let's give this a little dry. Shall I zoom in a little? I feel like you guys may not be able to see this. Let's zoom back in. Oops. Sorry, giving you a ride. That's a Pen Plus Gear packaging. I really like that. Let's dry it a little. I guess what their reasoning is, though, is to, I'm not going to put that big picture on. I'm going to find a smaller one. I'm going to have to put these in a pocket. Let's pick one of these smaller ones. Ooh, I like her. We'll do her. Yeah, she fits. Shall I offset her? Let's offset her. How? Over here? Or I think up above. Right there. I like that. Okay. But I don't trust the sticky on this. So I'm going to put it on with double-sided tape. It's sticky for a while, then it dries and falls off. Most tape. I'm not saying these specifically, but I never trust the tape, the stick-em that they put on stuff. I have to do my own. There's nothing saying that this is any better. This seems better to me. And the sticky's pulling all the paint off my finger. All right, let's put it right in here. Right there. Oh, I like it. It needs some gold. It needs some gold. I have gold. I have gold. Where's my gold pen? Here. Well, this isn't the one I was looking for. Where's my other gold pen? Honestly. What'd you do with it, Mary? Well, this isn't the one I was looking for either. This is the Dollar Tree one. I don't know if it'll show up on here. It's not bright enough. Ow. Where my other gold pen went off to. My white pens. I don't see the gold one. I thought I put it back. Well, we won't do gold pen work. Here it is. I like the crayon ones. The gold is so much brighter. Let's turn it over. Now the object of this is to make a tag and put it on your page upside down. Decorate it upside down. Like this. That back in my drawer where I can find it. So, this is going to go right in here. Right in here, I believe. And it's going to hold these long threads down after I tape it down. Maybe I'll put it down a little. Don't want to cover up my... Actually, I could put it over here. Kind of like that, too. I don't want to cover up my writing, and I'm afraid that this is going to cover up my writing. I could put it here and just let it cover up one of these beads. I like it back in here, I think. I think I like it best there. We got something more to put on. Yep, I think I'm going to put it right here. See, I have to think about stuff. I'm going to put it on with this double-sided tape. Right there. So I kind of like this too. So I like doing the texture on the Play-Doh. I like doing this. I kind of like drawing on a photo, but I like doing the tag upside down. And we're just going to put it right in here. Like that. And I still need to maybe find something to hold these long dangly threads together. Okay. I'm zoomed in way too much now. Let me zoom out a little again. Give you guys a ride. Sorry for that ride. All right, I'm about done. We've got a couple more prompts yet. Techniques to try. That was to put the tag upside down. This one says, if stitching isn't quite your style, I got paint on it, just fake it by adding small marks with a pen. This technique really adds something at home in a patchwork design or patterned papers. So they're just saying draw stitches on your page. That won't be hard. We do that a lot, don't we? Faux stitching, fake stitching. Let's go ahead and do it for the fun of it. We'll do it up here. And let's see. What do I want to put? A dot and stitches like this, maybe? Like so. And that's all we're going to do to that. Well, maybe I'll bring it. No, I'm going to leave it right like that. I like it just like that. All right, that was an easy one. The next one says, create a whole new world using collage. This is Dee Dee. She's always creating her new worlds. Create a whole new world using collage. This window with a view was created by choosing images from a frame, a landscape, and a person. Clever layering brings the scene to light. So they got the different elements. They used the frame and they added something behind it and they put a person in front of it and they created a new, what they're calling a new world. So shall I create a new world someplace? Maybe right in here. With collage it says. I can still drink out of this glass. It was only the bottom that got paint on it. So that means I have to have a world to create from. I've got a messy paint page there. Let's go back to my images over here, my magazine pages, and see what I can find. I'm looking, hold on a minute, I'm looking to see if there's something else I can use. I want to save these stamps. This is all about letter writing. I'm not going to tear that one up. All right. Let's see what I can find to create a world with. Food. Here's a man. Here's a man, just a half of him. We don't need much. Here's some kids. And a man. But they're already in their world, so if we could take them out of their world and put them someplace. On these stools. Oh, we could take and put one of these. We could put these kids on these stools. And the man could be standing in the camp. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see what's on the other side here. This is really collage. Or we could put them on a chair and a staircase. We could put them on the staircase, the bottom of the staircase, too. This is kind of collage type work. I'm not... Dee Dee is good at creating new worlds. I'm just going to do a little collage out of those pieces and call it a new world. I have to learn about new worlds yet. No. I get the idea, though. I understand the technique. And let's put that in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these kids out of their garden here. They're in the garden. They're in a beautiful garden. But I'm going to take them, I'm going to set them I'm thinking on the staircase, or in the chair, or on these stools. I kind of like the idea of them being on stools. And I'm just going to rough cut them here. I'm not going to, because I'm just playing with the technique. I'm not trying to make beautiful art. You got to get them out here first. Okay. And these are tiny. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but I'm taking them. They are sitting down in their garden, and I'm going to take and put them on these stools. I'm just moving their location from the garden to the kitchen. I mean, I might cut out the stools too. Okay. Which ones do I want? Let's just take these two. Okay. And let's cut them out. So the technique is to take images and rearrange them into a new world. I'm going to put a stool there. I'm going to put this little girl on it. Yeah, I kind of like that. And I'm going to do another one with the other little girl. Now, the only two techniques I haven't done on this page is to tie everything, colored images together with a white pen. I don't think I'm going to. I could paint black in there and do some white, but... And the other one I haven't done is let something fall off the edge of the page. I might do that. Let's put this one under here. And we're going to put her on top of that stool there. I kind of like that. All right, let's do it. Actually, I kind of like how this page has turned out. And it's just trying different techniques. That's all this is. It's just trying the different techniques that they gave us. Let's put that there. We do this a lot with Dirty Dozen and Prompt 10, Pick 10 pages, except for I don't think we do the same type of prompts. We use like stenciling and collage, though. We do collage. All right. I'm going to let that, we're just still going to let that button show there. Let's put the second stool on there. Hopefully it'll live there forever. I'm going to put it right beside her. Right in there. Yeah. Hope I didn't glue it down. There we go. Now, I do think maybe what I'll do, I don't want to get out the paint, but maybe what I'll do is take some black marker here. And let's just mark black on here. I don't want to get out my black paint. I've had enough of painting for one day. And let's put black around this. Now, marker's getting kind of dry, isn't it? Do I want to bring it up there? No, I think what I'll do is do a black outline. Oh, I knew I'd goof it someplace. And I kind of like that now. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Now, the technique is to tie this together with white. And I'm going to see if I can't use my whiteout pen. Let's see how it will work for me. And what I'm doing is this technique down here. Right in here, they did a real complicated circles. But it says tie together a multitude of multicolored background by using white ink to add drawings across the page. I'm going to do diagonals because I like my diagonals and I'll tie in with my embossed area down here. If my ink pen will, and it's going to. I'm going to do diagonals rather than the circles. I like my diagonals. Now I got stringy strings there. Whoops. All right. So let's go this way. And then I like to put dots. I'm one for liking my dots. So this is a technique I do a lot too. This is nothing new to me. The white ink or the filling, I call them filling. You're tying together these with your background. I could do it up in there, but I have one more prompt to do. But before I do that, I think I want to put some yellow right in here. I think I do. I like everything, but I don't like how she is falling back there. And I think I'll pull that yellow up in here. So let's use some yellow. I'm going to use some of this yellow paint. Hopefully I won't spill this. It's getting old. Put it there for a minute. Let's put the cap on my glue stick. And I put my scissors away. Put my pen back over here. And I suppose I should get a clean brush for that yellow because it's gonna, black will make it yucky. So I want to paint yellow in here, right in here. Paint this yellow up in here. I might have to go over my black marks. Actually, I kind of like them in the background, just like that. Yeah, my paint is oozing out here. Let's bring this yellow down, and let's put some yellow on the edge here. And get my threads out of the way. Well, I might get a little yellow on the threads too. Just add to it. It cheers everything up. It cheers everything up. It's kind of like a border. I think I like that. Now I have one more prompt to do. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Let's put this away. Wipe this up before I put my hand in it. Okay. One more prompt, and that was the first one. One more technique. And that was to allow your illustrations or ephemera to extend outside the boundaries of the page for a more free-flowing design. So they have some leaf work coming out the edge. I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe just a little piece out over here. Now on this page I have a poker chip off the edge. I'm not sure. I have to think a minute while that paint's drying. So let's see. Maybe I'll go to my whatnot box and see what I have in there. Roy talks about his bits and bops box. I got a whatnot box. I've had this for years. Got a matchbook. I got an earring. That's kind of cool on there. I could take that clamp off and let that extend out the page there. I like it. That's what I'm going to use. The other thing I have that I like to do a lot is take a button, a shank button, and put a bobby pin in it and let it extend out the page. But we'll do that on another one. I'm going to pull if I can, pull this shank off. Oh, and it comes right off. It's come right off. I don't have to worry about that too much. Let's see if I can get the other part off. Try my scissors here. I don't know if this is going to come off. I don't want to jab my hand. No. That's on there pretty good. I'll glue it down this way. Oh, I like the yellow there, though. No, I don't either. I like it better like this. And I'm going to let this thin out the page just a little, like that poker button did. But I'll have to, that'll be my last thing because it will, I'm going to put it on with glossy accent and it'll have to dry. So let's put all this stuff away. And glossy accent. I love my little painting rack here. I kind of get the paints mixed up by color family. I try to keep them in color family, but I get them mixed up. But I sure do like to, I generally know where things are. That one I'm going to save for another day. And I didn't put a pin back in this. I don't know if I'm going to get the glossy accent out of there or not. Yeah, it's going to come out fine. So I'm going to put it, I guess I should put a piece of wax paper under it. Mary's talking to herself again. This will probably be the last thing I do. It's 9:45 here. I'm kind of tired. So I'm going to finish this up and go through the prompts, and I'll probably call it a night. I did quite a bit tonight. I worked in my glue book. I did a sketch. We did this. What else did I do? I did something else. I opened Happy Mail a bit. That's enough for one Sunday night for me. All right, I'm just put glossy accents on my pieces here, and it'll glue it down pretty good. E6000 will, but glossy accents will work too. And I'm gonna let it extend out the edge of the page, just like that poker chip did. Swipe this off. Good, and put the lid back on it. And put it back in its tray. So let me go through the prompts and show you what I did for each. Well, I call them prompts, or techniques that they're telling you to try. Techniques are to allow your illustration or ephemera to extend outside the boundary of the page, and that's what I did with this earring right here. For a more free-flowing design. That was technique 1. Technique 2 was entice the viewer to turn the page by creating spider webs across cutout windows. Well, I put a backing on my window here. I don't want that loose of a page in here. But I did cut out a window, and what they did is they took string and they used beads and sequins on their string. Well, I used, not embroidery floss. I used this thread, the crochet thread, and I just did one across this way because I didn't want to spend all night doing this. So that was the second one. The third one was choose a piece of fabric scrap with tons of texture to dress up a tag. Now, I'm not doing a tag, I'm doing it on my page. This piece of cheesecloth adds a pop of interest. Well, I didn't have cheesecloth, but I had this creepy fabric left over from Halloween. And I put that on with double-sided tape. And we'll come back to that. So that's what I did there. Connect two adjacent pages in an eye-catching manner by creating hinges with scraps of ephemera. Well, I used a fabric hinge on a piece of acetate. A piece of acetate here. Got yellow on this. Guess it isn't going to matter. It'll go down over it. So I used a piece of acetate, and I used a fabric scrap. I'm not going to flip it over because I got the button on there, the earring on there. So that was that one. This one is transform any small photograph into unique illustrated portraits. Any photos in your stash can be made even more special with a hand-drawn details. And they drew a face on a photograph. So I went to a magazine and I tore out some bricks. You can kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's kind of a brick wall behind her. And I drew this girl on there. I just looked at a magazine page and drew that girl. So that was that one. This one is tie together multicolored background by using white ink. And that's what I did here. I just did black background and put my diagonals on it to tie it. I call them filling stitches from needlework. The seventh technique was fill a simple silhouette with stenciled pattern for a figure that really stands out. And that's what this, we painted that girl. We painted black around her, and then we painted her blue, and then I stenciled these butterflies on there. And then I wrote this verse around here because that's what they did. They wrote around it and add some journaling to it. The next technique was look to unusual materials for adding texture to a page. This intriguing texture is actually broken eggshells. And so what I did was I used modeling paste, very thin layer of modeling paste. And I used a heat gun on it, and that's right down in here. And I think it's going to stay. And then after I used white, and then I colored it with, I went over it with paint, which kind of turned an orangey brown. And I also put some of that modeling paste up here. Modeling, not modeling paste, Play-Doh. I use Play-Doh, not modeling paste, Play-Doh. And I also put it between the webbing of this crazy fabric, Halloween stuff. And then the next technique was stitching is a surefire way to add texture and interest to your art, but take it one step further by allowing long thread tails. So I put some long thread tails on here. I also have long thread tails off of the edges of my corners here, but I did that just for long thread tails. For a simple technique that really pops, decorate a tag upside down and add it to a page. And that's what this lady is. I like that one. I like that technique. And the 11th one says, if stitching isn't quite your thing, just fake it by adding marks with a pen. And that's up here. I kind of painted them out, but I like them kind of painted out. And then the last one was create a whole new world using collage. So that's what these girls are. I took them out of a garden scene and I put them on kitchen stools and I put them in this window. So there is, I tried all 12 techniques. I made use of my art journaling. Now I'm going to go read some articles. I like to do what are called yummy pages. I call them yummy, Y-U-M-M-Y, yummy. And what it stands for in my world is Your Unique Mixed Media Magazine. Yay. The last Y stands for yay. And it's an art game where I will pull out 12 techniques and then I'll go to random.org and grab numbers 1 through 144, and that'll tell me what page to pull a technique from. Like on here, they're using corrugated paper. So when I'm doing my art game, I might get some corrugated cardboard and put on my page. But this really wasn't an art game. This was more just trying different techniques, which I found to be really fun. I'm gonna fold this under again now. Like that. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it a night because I am kind of tired. Becky, they came out pretty. Well, Mary, I did 3 of the techniques in small form to add to my bits and bops, posted in a picture. I'll take a look at it, Aunt Beck. Janet says they're really pretty. I'm glad you played along, Becky. Very cool. I can't wait to see them. Carla Galindo, Galindo, welcome. Yours is a unicorn. Hi, Lisa. Good night to you. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. I'm kind of tired. Cheryl says, as long as it's not, I'm good. I'm sorry I could not resist. I'm not sure what Cheryl's talking about. I can see the thumbs up, Julie. Maybe refresh. Welcome to everybody who's come in tonight. We've had a lot of new people come in here. Thank you for joining us. Come back. Oh, did you play along too? Pink Girlie says, love mine. Cheryl Texarkana? Oh, she's talking, Pink Girlie is saying something else that she's talking to. They're talking about something else up here where Pink Girlie says, the first one I've seen come up at that price in a long time. Email is gone. Sends a message retracted here in chat. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. I missed that whole conversation. Cheryl Texarkana, welcome. Deborah Brown says, sorry for not keeping up my end of the conversation, but I'm having internet interruptions and have difficult reconnecting. Huh. Kate Gurley says, if anybody is interested in the retired Stampin' Up! Whale Tail punch, private message me right away. There is one available on Mercari. That's a kind of like an eBay site for a good price. Joan said, it's okay, Mary, as long as you're not setting the place on fire. I can dump paint all over the table. I just can't set my pages on fire. Stephanie says, Lisa, I was staying live as a marathon until I finished drawing 30 designs in one show. Yeah, I was doing those marathon streams for a while, but they can be tiring. You do 8 hours of art. Now, if I am inspired and really into it, I can go for 8 hours with no problem. But you know, I've done a lot over the holidays, and I'm just kind of needing some rest. So I probably won't be doing a marathon for a while. So thank you to everybody who's come in. Have a great week. I need to go look at a couple things. I want to see what Tanya did for her zine. And Becky has done a couple small techniques using a couple of these techniques. And I want to go look at those. And this is Sunday night, so Dee Dee will be on tomorrow morning, and Janet Nash comes on around 9 Central or 9 Eastern in the morning. Janet Nash, she's always fun to watch. Janet Young comes on after Dee Dee. And then I think Kathy Arbor comes on. I haven't got that straightened out in my head yet, but I think she comes on after Janet Young does in the afternoon. But that don't take me for sure on that. And then Monday night, Lisa will be on. Lisa, My Eclectic Life. And she's been coming on earlier, around 6 or 6:30. And I won't stream again now until Tuesday morning. So have a great Monday, start of the week. It's going to be an interesting week, that's for sure. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And I'm going to pull this out so I can get a thumbnail. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining me.